What's up, my comic book community? This is your man Stan, and I'm back with another video. Thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. It's awesome. It means a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I've got my CGC submissions back, and I got a couple other things as well. So let's start off with my couple other things. This is a color guide, and it's Frank Thorne color guide. From Red Sonja number 3. It's a really cool color guide. I got it on Heritage Auction, and just like to show you guys, it's really cool. So check that out. That's so cool. She's just kicking some butt. Big Red Sonja fan. Frank Thorne is just fantastic. It's an awesome color guide. Got it for a heck of a steal. Pretty cool. So I got that. Paid like $40 for it, so really good deal. This I paid a little more for. It's the Mary Marvel Marching Mystery or Marching Society scribble pad. It's really cool. It's got all 25 pages. Never been used. These are super hard to find. I've never been able to find one unused, without at least a couple pages being ripped out. And it's so cool. I was thinking of taking this to comic book conventions and having artists draw their rendition of one of these characters. Whatever Marvel characters on here, I was going to have an artist draw each of them. But this is just so cool. I don't want to like use it. I'm stubborn and I don't want to use it, but I do, but I don't, but I do, and I'm indecisive. It's so cool. It's in perfect condition. Like I said, it's super rare. Super rare. I tried finding this before and I couldn't find it. And when I had the chance to purchase it, I did. And it wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap. Let me know how much you guys think I paid for this. I'm not going to tell you. All it is a little scribble pad from the Marching Society, Marvel Marching Society. So really cool. I love it. I don't think I'm ever going to use it, but let me know what you guys think it cost me. It's just be kind of fun to see what you guys think I paid for a stupid little scribble pad. So what I normally do when I submit books is I guess the grade, and I consider myself a very good grader of books, and I pride myself on that. So when I sell books on eBay raw, I grade them, and I want to be consistent. I want to be fair, and I usually undergrade my books. So we'll start off with the Batman 181. It's the first appearance of Poison Ivy, and I thought this book was going to come back a 3.5. And let me tell you guys this too, is I sent these out to be pressed first and then submitted to CGC. So I didn't see the pressed version, but I guessed what the pressed version would be. So it was some guesswork where what can press out and what can't press out, and what grade is it going to be after the press. So this isn't the initial grade that it was without the pressing. This is what I thought the grade would be after the pressing. So I thought this was going to be a 3.5. And I covered it up a little bit here so you guys just can see. I thought it was going to be a 3.5. What did it end up being? Drum roll, please. 4.0. So it came back a little better than I expected it to. 4.0 after the pressing. Great book to have. I'm specking on this character hardcore. You go to cons, you see so many cosplayers dressed as Poison Ivy, and that's a telltale sign. If you guys go to cons and you see a cosplayer dressed as someone, it's usually a good spec on a book. I'm going to continue to have one in my collection, but at some point I'm going to sell the rest off to pay for more comic books and more comic book memorabilia. And yeah, so that came back as a 4.0. Really happy with that grade. So here we go. This one is amazing. SpiderMan Annual number 1. I thought it was going to come back as a 3.0 after pressing. It's the first appearance of the Sinister 6. So it's a really cool book, really good book to spec on. It's just a matter of time when they bring all these villains to Spider-Man. It's a matter of time. So their Rogues Gallery, I mean, Spider-Man Rogues Gallery is huge, and it's fantastic. It's one of my favorite Rogues Galleries next to Batman, second to only Batman. And I thought it was going to come back at 3.0. So what did it come back at? 3.0. So I was spot on. I guess 3.0, and there it is. Came back 3.0. What do you guys like to spec on? You guys spec at all? You guys just watch these videos to see what is in someone's collection, or do you guys use these videos to help yourself spec? I know I do. Whenever I see a haul video from a collector, I see it as sometimes a spec option, and see if I can get a book on the cheap, and maybe down the line somewhere sell it for a better price, so I can get a book that I really want. Night Nurse number 1. Not the first appearance. I don't believe it says it's the first appearance of Linda Carter, but I believe it's the first appearance of her as Night Nurse. I believe, wasn't there a Linda Carter student nurse book? If not, was it another character that was student nurse? I know there was a student nurse book because I looked into getting it for my fiance at the time, now my wife, because she was a student nurse at the time, and then she became a night nurse, and I got this book for her, just to spec on. And when I sell this book, end up selling this book, I'm going to get her something nice, so she thinks I get her gifts that I'll enjoy, or I think she'll enjoy because I enjoy them, but really it's a spec book for her, and I'm holding on to it until I can sell it for a decent deal, or for a decent price, and then buy her something nice that she'd really, really want, that would be more money. So this is for you, honey. I thought it was going to come back a 7.0. 7.5. I'm super happy with that. Super happy. So far, so good. Most of my books that I sent in have been either spot on or undergraded by myself. So really happy with that grade. Really happy with the 7.5. That's Night Nurse number 1. First appearance of Linda Carter. Who is student nurse? That's my question. If you guys can let me know who student nurse was. I really didn't do my research. As you can tell, it's been a long time since I've purchased this book. It's been a while. And when she was in nursing school, this was 4 years ago, 5 years ago almost, where I was hoping to get her student nurse, but it's such a hard book to find, and I missed the opportunity when I wanted to get it for her. Another thing, guys, I have a nice little brew. This is Oskar Blues from the brewery Oskar Blues. It's 1050. It's a barrel-aged 1050, though. You can get the regular 12-ounce cans, but this is a barrel-aged 1050, and it's the bourbon barrel-aged 1050. So, you guys into beer, definitely know about this brew. And for those of you that are not into beer, this is an Imperial Stout. Delicious, super delicious. I believe the percentage is 11.5. Nope, 12.9. So super strong, super delicious. I normally drink this out of the glass, out of a tulip or a stout glass, but just so I can show you guys what this is and what I'm drinking, I'm drinking this straight out of the can. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to the comic book community. You guys are fantastic. Thank you. And looky here. Another Batman 181. Another Pamela Isley first appearance. Poison Ivy first appearance. It's a 3.0. What I guessed on it has a little bit of writing on the bat part of Batman, just a little bit. Someone was trying to write bag. It looks like Bagman. Okay, some kid or something back in the day. I thought it was going to come back at 3.0. What did it come back as? Boom. 3.5. I'll take it. I'll take it. Half a grade above what I expected. Awesome book to have. Again, this is one of my big spec books. It has been for a while. Bought that book a year or two ago. Sent it in to get graded. Pressed. Came back a 3.5. All right. Captain America number 109. This is his origin story retold. I didn't buy this as a spec book. I love the cover. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cover. The cover art is by Jack Kirby, I knew, but it's also by Sid Shores. I think he did more of the background, and Jack Kirby, it's classic Jack Kirby, Captain America. So I thought this was going to come back a 7.0 after a pressing, and it came back a 7.5. Another, just hit myself, another grade that I'm happy with. Came back higher than I expected, so I'm super happy with that, guys. 7.5 when what I thought was going to be a 7.0. About halfway through. I've got some decent books still coming up. Batman 227. This is the Detective Comics 31 homage. Classic cover. I wish I could afford Detective Comics 31, but unfortunately I can't. Classic Neil Adams cover. Love it. I love that cover. It's just fantastic. I've been wanting a nice grade of this book for a long time. Finally was able to scoop one up for a decent deal. This I thought was going to be a 6.5. It came back as a 7.0. 7.0. Another happy grade for me. Happy grade. I like when I'm close. It's the ones that I miss that I really get bummed out about. It actually happened recently with what was it? Oh man, I can't remember. But it was a bag and boarded book, and Ultimate Fallout. That's what it was. Ultimate Fallout. And I thought it was going to come out as a 9.2 plus for each book that I submitted, and I didn't notice the crease on the back of each cover. They bent the books and they folded them, and I didn't see that crease. It's not in color breaking, but every book came back a 9.0 or lower. It was 8.5s, 4 8.5s, 3 8.5s, 1 9.0, and 1 9.2. And I didn't get them pressed because they looked so good in the bag. I should have taken them out of the bag and looked closely. So this is for you guys, and if you guys have some bagged books, pre-bagged books, please make sure to take them out of that bag that they come in and check them out. Look closely, see if they need that press, because if I pressed them, they would have come back 9.4s and above, not 9.2s and below. So just a little tidbit of information if you guys do have some Ultimate Fallouts. Anyway, Batman 251. Classic Neil Adams cover again. Also a book that I've been wanting in a decent grade for a while. I had one in like a 3.0. I wanted an upgrade. So I thought this one was going to come back a 6.5. 7.5, first full grade over what I expected it to be. So super stoked about that. 7.5. I hear helicopters just zooming around. There was a shooting not too far away. It's what you get for living in Chicago. you'll hear those helicopters, especially if you're living by Midway. They're always coming in and out. So 7.5. Anyway, off topic. I love my city. Don't get me wrong. It's just a little dangerous sometimes. Anyway, back to the books. Amazing Spider-Man 129. This is the first appearance of Punisher. Very, very obvious book. Very, very well-known cover. Iconic cover. Love the yellow. I mean, this book is fantastic. I know it looks a lot better than the grade. I mean, the corners are awesome. It has this tiny quarter-inch tear right there, and I knew that was going to set it, put it down. I expected after a press for this book to come back a 6.5, and lo and behold, it came back a 6.5. I was hoping I was wrong. I was hoping I was undergrading it a little bit, and came back a 7.0 or 7.5. But I got dinged hard on that little tear, and you can't even see it. It's just, oh man, you might be able to see it right there. Not sure, but it just presents like an 8.0, guys. Presents like an 8.0, but I knew it wasn't going to come back anywhere near that. One can wish, but reality is that it had that tiny quarter-inch tear on the cover. All right, All-Star Comics number 58. This is the first appearance of Power Girl. Another big cosplay character. I mean, again, this goes back to Poison Ivy and how many people I see cosplay as Poison Ivy, and so many people cosplay as Power Girl. So I definitely expected this book to come back a decent grade, 7.0. It came back a 9.0. I mean, I undergraded this book like crazy, more pressed out than I thought would. And I'm so lucky to have this book at a 9.0. It definitely, I paid like $80 for this copy in raw grade, and I'm so excited that I got a 9.0 on this book. Such an awesome cover. Huge Dr. Fate SPECs going on right now in the community. There he is right there. Dr. Fate right there. Dr. Fate. Awesome book to have. I mean, this character is just fantastic and huge for cosplay. Only one way for that book to go. Up, 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 and away. All right, another SPEC book. There was a little bit of talk about a movie or something not too long ago. It's Birthright number 1. This book I didn't press, so I thought it was going to be a 9.6. Like I said, I always undergrade my books, or try to. 9.8. 9.8. So it came back a 9.8. Very happy with it. I was hoping a 9.8, but like I said, I try to undergrade my books. And last but not least, they were in no such order. I would have put some other books before this one, but this just happened to be in this order. It's Thor 337, first Beta Ray Bill. I got this one pressed. Expected it to come back a 9.2. And I got a 9.6. So, super happy. Can't stress it enough. Beta Ray Bill, Thor 337. Guys, thank you again for watching my video. For those of you that made it to the end, please subscribe and watch some more of my videos. There are a lot of cool videos, just the books that I enjoy and I spec on. Check me out, guys. I appreciate it. Leave me some comments. Whatever you guys want to do. No pressure. Peace.